Enough is enough. I'm not living like this anymore. I'm not going to be out of shape. I'm not going to be broke. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to make something out of myself. Make the choice. Because the minute that you make the choice and you're serious about making that choice, you're going to start to make some changes in your life. And those changes, so you're in your 30s and life is not going how you expect it to go. You're feeling like it's over, like you're defeated. If you can't get nothing done right now, then you might as well call it a day. You might as well give up because your life is halfway over. And it's not really your fault because you've had so many hardships and so many challenges that has been almost impossible to overcome in your 20s. And now you're in your 30s and you're worried that 40 is going to come, then 50 is going to come, and you're not going to make much out of your life. This just might be it for you. And if you feel like that, I completely understand because many people feel the same way. Sometimes even I have some reservations and dissatisfaction for where I am currently in life, even though many people would consider where I'm at to be not so bad, to be in a pretty decent situation. We all have these struggles in our 30s where it's just not what you expected. You were supposed to be a millionaire by now. You were supposed to have all this money and all this freedom and live your dream life. And you see it online. You see these influencers and these 20-year-old kids driving around in Lamborghinis and traveling to Dubai and Monaco. And you're asking yourself, where did I go wrong? The first thing is stop comparing yourself to other people. You don't know what these people online are doing. You don't know what their life is really like. A lot of those Lambos are rented. A lot of things you see online are not real. Get that out of your head first and foremost. And secondly, if you see somebody that looks like they're half your age and they're doing really well, be happy for them. If it's real, be happy for them. But also understand that they are the outliers. They are the rare ones. The time that you're living in right now is a great time, your 30s, because it gives you a chance to reflect on your past mistakes. You get to look back and do a serious analysis on everything you've done to this point and the results that have gotten you here. And then you get to make a choice as to whether or not you're going to keep going in the same direction or you're going to change course. Human beings are not trees. We're not stuck in the same place. We can choose to get up and move and go in different directions. We're not animals. We don't have to fly south like the birds in the winter. We have a choice. We're not driven by instinct. We're driven by choices. Every choice that you've made has gotten you to this point. Now it's time for you to make a different choice. It's time for you to decide who you want to be and change the course of your life because it is possible. And guess what? 30 is still young. Your mid 30s is still young. Even 40s are still young. Stop comparing yourself to others because that's what's giving you that feeling of inadequacy and lack of self-worth. Your life is beautiful. Your life is unique to you. And even though you're not satisfied right now, that's a good thing because dissatisfaction is a creative state. When you're dissatisfied, you want to make changes. If your life sucked and you didn't want to do anything with your life, you would have been fine with where you're at. You would have just been okay. It wouldn't have bothered you. The fact that it is bothering you is a good sign. Now it's about making those choices, it's about using that emotion that you have, that feeling of dissatisfaction and failure, and turning it into energy, transmuting it into energy so you could use that energy to push yourself forward and live life like you've never lived before and to change the course of your life. One of the things you're going to have to do is to change the way you speak to yourself. Change your internal dialogue. Stop calling yourself a failure. Stop feeling bad about yourself. The world is not going to come and save you. Nobody is coming to save you. The only hero that's going to appear in your life is the best hero of all. It's the hero that has all the powers that you could possibly ever want. And that hero is you. You have to make the choices and decide with all your heart and all this passion and all the anxiety that you have built up because of your situation. Take that and make the choice that enough is enough. I'm not living like this anymore. I'm not going to be out of shape. I'm not going to be broke. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to make something out of myself. Make the choice. Because the minute that you make the choice and you're serious about making that choice, you're going to start to make some changes in your life. And those changes are going to start to change the trajectory of where you're going in this life. But you have to want it bad enough. Right now, you're probably feeling it and dwelling on it. We don't want to dwell on it. We want to feel it and use it. Use that energy to get you where you want to be. Where you're currently at is just a temporary defeat. But every single great story has a low point. Every single hero's journey has a low point. You are just currently in the low point of your hero's journey, but you're about to make a change. The fact that you're even watching this video shows that you are focusing on things to change your mindset, to adjust your mindset so that you could get that level of life that you know you deserve, that you know belongs to you in your heart. The fact that you're searching out for these answers shows that you're on your way. The only thing that you have to do is to figure out exactly where you want to go and who you want to be and then execute. Remember, we are not trees and we're not animals. We can change. This temporary defeat is not permanent failure. And you need to make the mental differentiation between the two. All champions have lost. All successful business owners and entrepreneurs have failed and lost. You are no different. You just have a different challenge. Your challenge is that you have to make different choices and decide who you really want to be. The next step on your journey is to take the steps. We know how you feel. We know where you want to go. The next step is to do the things that you say you want to do. Take the hard steps to become the person that you want to be. Because you see, the way this world is, everything that is easy usually ends up being bad for you. And everything that is hard usually ends up being good for you. You have to start to make those choices. You need to go hit the gym. You need to eat better. You need to learn more. You need to break out of your comfort zone. You might even need to leave the city or the country where you're at. But take it to pen and pad, write down your ideal life, write down what is holding you back, and then you start to implement those changes immediately. Because if you don't, this is going to be the rest of your life, and you will feel like a failure. You have to take the steps for change, but the time is now. You have to make the decision now that I'm going to do this or I'm not, because there's nothing more painful than regret. And you do not want to be 80 years old looking back at the beautiful time that you had right now, this 40 to 50-year period that you had to change your life, and you didn't do anything about it. So focus on your future success. Make a commitment to improving and changing your life, and stop worrying about the past, because you can't do anything about that. The only thing you have power over is what you do now, which is going to change your future. Stay positive. There's a lot more life to live, and you're going to get where you need to be if you do what you need to do. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.